Well, I finally did it. I gave up the bar life and running around topless. And stick around, I'll tell you what I mean, and maybe it's time that you put a top on as well. Well, hey everybody, thanks for tuning in. Now there's two things I'm sure of. One, you do not want to see me without a top on. Trust me, you don't want to do that. The other one is that toppers or bed caps or bed campers, whatever you want to call them, they are super handy when they get put on a truck. Now I had a 81 Ford Courier that had one kind of like this one. And then I had a 2003 Subaru Baja that had a RE topper on it. Great truck, great toppers, and just really, really nice addition to have on. Well, if you've been watching my channel at all, you know that I've been running around with some billy bars and a rhino rack on top of that with some boxes. And you might be wondering why I decided to change to a topper now. Using the billy bars with the tonneau cover, I never got a really good tight seal when it came to the weather. I always had a little bit of water leaks. And also, I was never really able to secure the gear I had in it, my work camera gear or anything like that. I could lock the gate, but you know, you can cut through a tonneau cover pretty easy. So you might be wondering which topper I was interested in. So I did my research online and I decided to go look at a Lear topper, which was at the Radco dealer here near my home. And the other thing was they also carried the deck to drawer system, which was another project I was interested in. So I went down there, stopped in, and I decided that the Lear 100R topper was the one I was going to go with. One thing that attracted me to the Lear 100R was basically its starting price. It's kind of their budget model, but you can do a lot of accessories to it to bring it up a little bit. But I didn't want to have a lot of extras. I liked the idea of a few accessories, but I didn't want to pay a big premium price. I think with the accessories, I was in at just over $2,000 or something like that, and that was with it installed. So I can't complain about that. It was a good price, brand new topper, and let's go take a look at it. So one of the first options that you're going to be asked when you decide to order the topper is what windows do you want to have on the side? Well, I decided I wanted to go with the wind doors, and these are these here. So these have a handle on each side, and the glass pops up, super convenient. I like these a lot. You can see it there. I can access things. It's almost like a contractor cab. I can get gear out of here pretty easy. Now one thing with these is I went with the all glass. They do make a sliding version as well, which would have a screen. This one does not have the screen, which I'm okay because I wasn't really planning on camping in here anyway. Now another thing I like about this topper is how they did the struts. Very well built. I like the mount, and they look like they're a good quality piece. I don't think they're going to break. I think they'll hold up over the long run. Very happy. Now one thing to note too is I did this on both sides of the truck, so I've got the wind doors on each side. Super convenient, and I'm really glad I decided to go that route. So one thing that distinguishes the 100R from the other cap lineup is the way the back window opens. This one doesn't have the center latch. It's got two handles on each side. And I think in the long run it's going to be easier to repair or fix if I have any issues. And it's really not anything inconvenient, and that's what I've had before in the past, so I was totally cool with that option. Now one thing that's really nice about this topper too is the fact that one key controls all the locks. So I'm very happy about that as well. When they installed the cap, they did have to do one little modification to the tailgate. They had to go ahead and pull that spoiler or lip at the top edge. They needed to do that so they could get the door to close flush. But they did add this. They added this black piece of trim that runs along the edge, and I'm okay with that. I think it looks pretty good. Now my original piece was cracking and holding water anyway, so I'm not going to miss that at all. And you can see how it really does close nicely now. and just gives a good seal at the back of the truck. So one thing I thought was kind of interesting is when the cap got here, I knew I ordered a Lear 100, right? Well, take a look at this. So Radco has partnered with Lear, and you can see they've got their own logo on there as well as here. So there is no Lear branding on here. So this is technically a Radco brand topper, as you can see, but it really is a Lear 100R. I just think it's neat and kind of cool that Radco does that. So if you take a look inside the truck bed here, you'll see that there is no deck system yet. When they shipped the topper of the deck system, they shipped a 6-foot bed version, not a 5-foot. So it's going to be probably another week until I get the deck system here. The good thing is that I decided that I was going to go ahead and upgrade to the 2024 all-new deck system. So I'll have a video coming on that once I get it installed and have some time playing with it. So I told you about the option of ordering the wind doors. The other option you can have is how you want the inside of the cap to look. Now I decided that I wanted to go ahead and just make it a little more attractive, so I ordered the all-weather carpeting that goes on inside. Here it is here. I just think it looks more attractive. It'll be a more comfortable place if I ever have to actually sleep in the topper. But I just think it looks nice. It's gonna be a little quieter in here for any reason if a dog or something had to be back here. But again, I just think it is a good option to have, and I'm really glad I went that route. So another option that you have when you order your cap is how do you want to light the interior of the cap? Now I decided to go the simple route, and I just got the one dome light here. It's an LED light, and it's all hardwired in, and it should do the trick. Now if I decide that I need more light, I can go ahead and add the LED strips that would run the full length of the roof inside here, but right now I don't think I need it. Now I think one of the most important options that you're going to have, besides the wind doors, is deciding on what type of window you want to have in the front of the cap. Now that's this one here, and I went with a dropout window. If I didn't get the dropout window, I would basically have a very, very hard time, if not impossible time, trying to clean the back window of the truck. Now this one doesn't have a slide in it, but you can get it with a slide or a screen. And that doesn't drop out, or you can get one that does drop out. Now take this window out. It's pretty easy to do. Just undo the latch here, undo the latch here. Just be careful as you pull it out because it's not hinged. It's just going to lift out and drop down. Now again, this is great because it's going to give me easy access to the back of the truck if I want to go ahead and clean the glass. I can also access the cab of the truck through this window here. It's got a little slide. This one, the window here on the back of the truck, or on the back of the bed here, does not have a slider, which is okay. But again, it is super easy to install. And goes on pretty easy, nice and secure. Not a problem at all. Now I'm still planning on taking this truck off-roading and camping, so I wanted to make sure that I could use the top of the cap the best I could. So I went ahead and I had Lear install the Thule roof rails on there. That way I can mount feet for my Rhino rack and things like that. And by having Lear install those roof rack rails on top, I didn't void the warranty, and that was important. And that's something to consider if you're going to get a cap and want to use the top as a place for storage. Now I can go ahead and I can put my Rhino rack up here and my boxes, and I'll have a place to keep my recovery gear and things like that. Really, really good option, and glad I did it. So another thing that I'm really pleased with on the quality of this cap is how they mount it to the bed. I really like the clamps that they have. Much more convenient than the clamps that I had on my tonneau cover. And I don't see this thing going anywhere unless I was to really, really take it on some rock climbing. I've heard sometimes they can shift. And if that's the case, I can always add a bolt or two right through the rail of the truck. But again, I like the quality mount, and I'm not concerned about it moving around at all or rattling or making noise. Now, if you're somebody who likes to reconfigure the bed of your truck, take things on, take things off in a quick way, going the Lear cap route may not be the best option, because this topper is about 400 pounds. And I'm not going to be taking it on and off at all, or if I do, very, very little. So again, it's probably a permanent mount for me, and definitely something to consider before you mount a cap onto your truck. So overall, what are my impressions of the Lear 100R cap? I'm very happy with it. It appears to be quality built. The option of getting the matching paint to the truck is very good. I'm happy with that. It's almost perfect, I think. And overall, just the build quality of this thing is really nice. Now, it's not cheap again. It was over $2 grand for this one. But again, you get what you pay for, I think. And I'm really happy with it. And I'm going to like having this on the truck for a long time. Well, there you have it. That is my impressions of the Lear 100R cap. So what do you guys think? Is this something that you would install on your truck? I know it's not everybody's cup of tea. Go ahead and leave a comment below and let me know. I know it's going to be a nice addition for me, because it's going to give me the security of my camera gear. It's going to keep things out of the elements. And in Minnesota, it's really nice to have a dry place to put things when it snows and it rains. So again, I'm really glad I put it on, and I want to really know what you think. So please leave a comment. Also, if you enjoyed the video, please give it a like. That would help me out. And a subscribe would help me out too. I would really appreciate that. So until the next video, you guys keep taking the path less taken. I'll see you later.